We are streaming. Hello everybody, welcome to Charles Confusion for the 20th of November 2020. We've actually got an updated the league table for this game, which, you know, is a rarity for me because that's definitely been going away, I haven't done that for about the last 3 sessions, and I don't think that was 3 weeks either, so real apologies for that. It has now been done. It is up to date as of the start of this recording. I have lost about 130 points to Mono, which is, I think, the main headline in terms of my own personal stakes in this, but, you know, we'll see. Anyway, how are we all doing? Evening, Chiral. Oh dear. I was hoping I was going to get into a game, otherwise I was going to get bored and continually just do what I've been doing recently, which is just play Minefield Mahjong against myself. Alright. So, starting off, Chanter-ish looking hand, but unlikely that we're going to get that far with it. We'll just see how this goes. We're not expecting miracles out of this, but if we get a couple of these filled in, Chanter, Junshan, both possibilities here. 5-pin probably takes that away from us, but you know. I suppose we could toss that next. It is and it isn't. It's not that great, I've got to be honest. What I like it for it is sort of, basically you are given a wall, build a Mungan hand, which is easy enough, doable, but you also then have to try and make somebody out of the remains of their discards deal into you in 17 turns. And literally the only scoring multipliers are, have you got to Hanneman, Byman, etc. It's, I mean, speed hand building, because you've only got 3 minutes to do it, is a thing. And I certainly enjoy that part of it. Trying to come up with something that's actually possible and reasonable, and I think somebody could deal into that, but as a game, I think it devolves down into just what kind of sneaky weights can you put on things. And obviously that's determined a lot by what tiles you get. It's very luck driven, ultimately. Which, I mean, makes it great for Kaiji, but not great for actual playing it. Mind you, it also has Bamboo Mahjong in terms of a 2-player game, which is also luck driven, but less so. Oh boy, yeah, that's a really good app. But as the main reason, obviously, is that it has Washizu as a thing, which, yeah, definitely easier. Yeah, so I played that with Vanna every now and then because it's one of the easiest ways to do 2-player things, but it does give you a headache once you get down to certain parts of it. Although, admittingly, but building one of these hands will fix it eventually. You will eventually either crack, or you'll learn how to build hands properly, at least in one suit. Anyway, we have Tudora, Ipeiko, still a few away, so we're now looking at just tempo indicators and what's going on the other tables. The other side of the tables, rather. No, sure. And I wasn't either. But any hint of an easier way to do Washizu, I'm in. The one thing that did annoy me for a while is I didn't work out how to actually go and actually look at your... there's a button to actually go down and press and grab all of your chips and things. It does calculate the points automatically, which is nice, but it took me a while to work that out. But knowing all the shortcuts, it's actually not a bad system. Alright, Legius is on a long pause. There's Riichi. That's what I wanted to test, really, with all that. But yeah, it just... there's a spectator mode on there that I can set a password to, but it doesn't seem to do anything. I suppose having the link is enough, because finding the random link, I suppose, would be awkward. So we're just going to follow up with the safety tile at the moment. We're 2 away from anything at this stage. And only 1-8, so left in any case for a hand advancement. We know it's only going to be 2 Han. It's a dealer reach anyway, so we should be respectful of that. So we're just going to pass and try to get a quick hand next time. Yeah. We don't have a lot for safety, but with 888 gone, we can probably afford to get rid of the 9s, also half CG. Yeah, that's what I don't know. offhand if you can search for the room, but assuming you can't and that I can actually put a password on it, yeah, perfect. Actually, 5 sto's been played. Piffles, thank you. So 5 sto 2 so we can risk a 9 at the last discard. Oh boy. I mean, I've been up since 5 as well from my end, so I've been up 14 hours at this point nearly. So risky 7, but it passes, so that fixes our last discard. And let's see what we got. Yeah, 3-6, fairly decent hand as dealer. So Riichi and Dora. Draw might have been worth just as much as the win, in all honesty, but if you get one, you don't need the other. Okay. This looks okay. If we can get a pair of either of these, then we're off, but even ignoring that, I'm saying that we could potentially... It's a little clunky to have to rely on pairs and triplets, but I'm not going to complain at having them. No worries, sir. It's nice enough that you joined us for a start of it, in all honesty. No, I'm not. Okay, well that's slight reward there. We were rewarded for not taking the call. Ishanten. 1 pin, 3 pin, 2. The downside is with the ones there, we need to draw it really. It gives us a chance at a Riichi Sananko, but that's about it in terms of value. Triple as ones. And Piffles with the preemptive Riichi. That's going to make getting rid of East awkward. I should have done East before I got rid of the other one. We have triples of the 9s. With triple of the 8s, we'll play the 9. So now the Riichi, so we're probably going to try and play around it as much as we can. So we're switching to Tanya here and hoping we get a chance to either pair up the East and have that as our bonus tile, or that the East becomes safe. Other than that, the Riichi is doing what we want. It's moving the dealership away, so... Green's live, so we can't risk that right now. So I'm going to attack into that? Maybe. That was showboaty if you already had a Mangan. Yeah, Riichi, Tanya, Tudora. Oh no, not Tanya. Just Riichi, Red 5 and Denora. Okay. Well, Piffles gets the win. Takes a solid lead going into their dealer turn. Okay, pair of 5s. And that takes away the decision. I might have got rid of that and leaned to Honitsu, but I suppose we can still do that. Oh, maybe we're not. Alright, just get a triplet of the 5s. Not the worst thing to have, generally speaking. Just, yeah, not where the hand was originally looking to go. Alright, Piffles on the quick attackers dealer, which is expected and understandable. So how are we going to make a hand out of this? Oh, other than just continually drawing red 5s and middle 5s. Draw a free man or just get rid of the 1-2 and hope to get into Riichi and Dora, I guess, is the only thing we're really playing to. No sense in calling off triplet wind. At least not if we're at least assuming we're not going to get rid of these 5s at any point. We already got rid of one, so this is a weaker one too than this one. Okay, that's a good draw. So that opens that up into a pair and open-ended weight here. So potentially into a North 5 weight, I guess, if this progresses. Or it gives us the freedom to get rid of a Norths at a later stage. Which we do have 3 pairs now, so we should want to... Do we have enough for a side game? Actually, that's a pair point. Sorry, I haven't got that up. We are 1 away from a side game. Also, something. They've actually added the IDs to people, so we don't have to ask for those if we're doing tournament games. But yeah, we are 1 short of another game, so if you do want to join in and play, feel free. We'll get a side game going. Yeah, 8. Legius played that earlier, so shouldn't be able to call it. But yeah, no, feel free to join. You are allowed. Okay, Legius with a Dharma Sumo. Waiting on... okay. I wonder if they hit Tenpai previously and we're just waiting to get rid of the 9. No, they had 2 terminals. Okay, well, Legius with the Dharma. Probably. Well... She's certainly welcome. Goodness knows, we need somebody to kick Mono next year. Probably a bit late to do it this year, but you know, next year. Fleet West. So we've not really done anything all game. Haven't dealt in. Have only lost 1,400 points to incidental Zumos. Yep, indeed. Also, hopefully Mono will be around soon, and then we can, you know, celebrate his monstrous lead. No, of course. Okay, Spiffle's the Dragon Call. Other than that, we're not really showing too much. Middle Manzi, though, might be something. There we go. Alright. So that puts us 1 closer to Pinfu, which Pinfu to become dealer I'll absolutely take. Especially if we can incorporate Dora into that. 6 is likely to be our pair, so we'll get rid of that now. And then C. Alright, Prospero Doubleton. Gonna follow up with the 6s. We're up against 2 calls here. We now have an additional pair that we don't need, so I'm going to get rid of the 6 there. And debate whether we still want to get rid of it against that. Piffles Khan's into the Reach. I hope they're Tenpai, because otherwise that was a bad move. Did they Rinchan, or are they just debating? Well, they didn't Rinchan. He's a 4, which is a risky tile against that, so Tenpai from Piffles, I would guess. I can follow up with the Green Dragon for now. Dora discard by Legius, and Green Dragon following. Okay. Well, we'll just play safe for the moment. Yeah. Okay, we're out of this one. unknown reach and 2 calls and a Khan on the board. Would love to try and force something, but we're a bit too far away to do it. One man's not safe. Let's follow the 5's order. Oh, we're down to only 2 in the lobby. Or at least 2 queued up. I am keeping half an eye on that. If it does get to 4, I will fire the game off. Okay, we can 8-pin then. We can also 5 again. Probably want to do the 5 first, actually, given that it's a more dangerous tile in case these 2 are developing their boards. Okay. Oh, well, there's the Sumo anyway. So, Riichi, Sumo, Dora, Red and Red 5, Nia Mungan. Legius takes the lead. We are still in second. It's fine. Alright, dealer turn. We have a double Dora and we have a white dragon in hand. So let's go around the wins and see where we are once we resolved all of that. This isn't a bad hand for just calling the white dragon early if it comes up. I'd like to be a little closer, but it's acceptable. Alright, we are going to go around the winds then. Okay, let's just go south. Unfortunate. Do I want to counter this? I have Dora, but I don't have a guaranteed way of getting the second one in hand, so we're gonna pass that first one. Hello, Lily. See, that's now 3 back in the queue. So we can have a second game firing if we got 1 more. Oh, multi-Dora. Alright, we'll play the 5 now. We're up against 1 call. Play our risky tile early. Now we're probably going to be calling everything. Okay, well, I guess that means we can get rid of the 8. Also means we're not going to triple this. Yep, random seat placement is always on whenever I remember to put it on. I mean, I can do specific seat placement if you want, because I have that option as well. Alright, that was risky, but you hadn't even got the finished thing. Alright. I have most of the Dora here, so this is why I'm going to push this one. It's a dealer turn as well. We're not going to be able to call the 8, so we are reliant on this white dragon at some stage. Or potentially drawing a 7. 7 would do. Alright, 3 calls. That makes that Khan slightly worse, although admittingly if it was the other way around that'd be fine. North does nothing for me. I'm just hoping that they draw a white dragon here or something that I can call and go for. Dora is not a nice thing to be waiting on towards the end, but we know where all the 8s are, so it's a pair weight and just giving 2 Dora away if we go for it, I guess. We're kind of at the point in the hand where we have to think about it. That was brave. Brave for ultimately not a lot of value. Well, it looks like I'm securing another 3rd position, which I wouldn't mind, but I'm losing so many points just taking 3rd positions and doing nothing. Oh boy. I mean, I'm not finishing last, which I suppose is something. Do I want this? I actually don't want that. We're gonna hold off to discard here and see. Maybe the correct move was to attack there, but I am so far behind with this hand in terms of what I'm getting. It might have been worth the risk. I don't know. I think given Piffle's overall hand value, though, we have to consider the first Khan as bad, at least in isolation. It was a concealed one, I guess, so there's improvements there. But given that they were still 2 away. We'll see. I'm of course being slightly sour because I didn't get that hand, and that was my comeback hand, so... So, pinch of salt with any of my negative comments I'm saying at the moment. We'll play red 5. Well, I mean, that was Piffle's card initially. As I say, closed cards are usually better, but... We'll see. Anyway, Riichi turn. Potentially waiting on the last green dragon and 8, which would probably be okay. Red. And yeah, if they had I mean, I had 3 Dora, but they could easily have had 3 Dora themselves. We didn't know where a lot of them are. And there were quite a lot on the board. So, they could easily have had Mahjong Plus. And, to be fair, they're in last place. That might have been their comeback hand as well. Well, we have a safe Tart of a discard that potentially puts us Tenpai as well, so we're not out of this one. That is slightly worse for us, but hey. Pursuit Reach. Oh, I was about to say, somebody in a single dragon weight would be slightly annoying there, in all honesty. But... No, Legius is moving up. Gap to second is now 90k. Gap to first requires... This is a great starting hand. Yeah, sorry, I'm completely distracted by how good my starting hand is. Yeah, 1 pin. Obviously want to Khan the east if we can, because it's Dora, but if not, we shall see. Oh, also we have 4. Okay, Snow Leopard, Lily, Thursday, Chiral, your game is about to fire. Go. Good luck to you all. So Prospero stole me attack, which, again, he's got a long way to go. He's got 15,000 to make up to me. I'm going to need it. Good, yeah, you know, I'm giving you as much as I can, sir. You're representing, well, I don't know what you're representing at the moment. Alright, so Ishanten with a potential Khan option. But again, drawing that east makes it better. Oh, an east was played. I've not been paying attention enough. I could have tossed it then. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's do this and think about things. We're now up against 3 calls, but we have potential Carnery, but not yet. So reach on the free pin. Okay. Thought about that. It's not the best of reaches I've done, but let's see. Okay, Ledger's playing safe against me, which is absolutely what we wanted. Us dealing into a Haku Sanshikyu would have been right but awkward there. Though Haku Sanshikyu by itself is only 2. And he's already played East, so I don't think there's too much value in what Prospero's doing. Could have a Honitsu, I suppose, which would still be free harm, but we could live with that if the dealing happens. This is more to get Legius off the dealer button and to try and bump our points up a little bit. You never know, we can hit Ura 4. It's not impossible for us to hit Ura 4 and Hanneman this. But if we chase a strong player off the pot, it's probably reasonable for us. Just a shame we couldn't counter reach with this one. So against Piffles, is that... Nope. Okay. Not quite yet for Piffles. Let's see. So I still have 3 outs. I can still draw this, in theory. What's what I'm thinking? Thinking cutting the 9. Keep playing Sozu, we're going to have some problems. I have a feeling this actually might not be Sozu Honitsu. I mean, admittedly, they only played the 1-9, 1 Sozu tile, but that could easily be Tanyo with 2 calls. It doesn't have to be a Sozu Honitsu. But if they're being cautious about playing the Sozu tiles, there's more chance of the Pinzu tiles coming out. Though, mind you, I think they're being safe on that one as well. Alright, last draw. Last draw, we take the draw points, which I'd be happy with. 5 fin does nothing. Haite! Sha. Okay, waiting in a 5-5 wait, which wasn't going to happen. Probably. So, no difference in the battle for second. Slightly more risk of Prospero just losing and us finishing third on that basis anyway. And I suppose we're now a little closer to Legis, who no longer has any dealer turns left, so hopefully we can close the gap a bit. We're going to follow it with North. But hey, I've actually earned some points in this game. Alright, 9 pin. So I guess we're just looking to see if we can get to pin 2 here. Maybe pin 2 Sanch-Q and an outside chance, maybe. Triplet the 1s though. We'll play South third turn. Passes. I think this is looking good for just getting to a 2-sided weight in some regards, but we'll see. Prospero discarding a 4th turn Dora is interesting. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Because I wonder if they're culling for Honitsu or Chinitsu, because that's the only reason I think of you get rid of Adora when you're that desperately in need of some points. He does have dealer turns coming up, so I suppose any quick win would do. Legis is going for quick hands, which absolutely is justified, because they can... I mean, Mongan is the gap to second, so they're not. It's not impossible that they're overplaying this. But 2 calls. I imagine they have a 1-2-3 Sanch-Q or a Chanter. But we just hit Ishanten with that, so we're probably going to fight it. We also have 3 of the 1 pins, so that's probably, if it's Sanch-Q, that's what they need. No, it isn't. I've given them the Sanch-Q. Darn it. Okay, fine. So they had the exact other 1 pin, and they're now definitely Tenpai. Well, I guess I'm playing 5 then. No, I'm not. We're gonna reach on the 4. Put them under pressure. We'll see if they fold with 4 tiles. I need to get Piffles off the dealer spot. So this is... It's risky, I'm not denying that, but it's risk management. Oh, Dragon. Oh, dragon could be bad here. Put me out of my misery. Oh. You're going to count it. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say no to extra Dora. Sumo. I don't think I hit anything, unfortunately, but yeah, that or I would have hit anyway. So 5,200 puts myself within touching distance of second. Gives myself a shot at victory now. A little fortunate, definitely, but we'll see. So now Piffles can't afford to overplay because they're just going to lose second place if they do. Beyond that, though, we just need to get... I mean, we wouldn't mind Prospero picking up a win here just because it gives us a bit more time. Potentially, they draw a decent starting hand, but... But ultimately, if we could just knock him out and score a bunch of points at the same time, all the better for us. So we have 2 Dora in hand, a potential 7-8-9 Sanshouku. And also we are sitting south with 1 south in hand. So let's get rid of Tiso to start with. We're keeping the marginal chance of this Sanshouku alive for the moment, though it's most likely we're going to abandon it. Get rid of this 9 and just see where we can go with the rest of it. Also, we need to pair that south kind of urgently for this hand to really do a thing. Ooh, there's part 1. Maybe we are going for the Sanshouku then. Alright, 5 pin. Completing one of them now makes this a lot more viable as an option, because we can go open Sanshouku to nab second. We have to get rid of the 4-5 Manzu. Thankfully, Legis has already played the 4, so I think the 5 should be a reasonably safe bet next turn if we decide to force this. Well, we get the 6. Nah. Oh, do I want to try this? I think we do. Yeah, we're gonna aim for it. Worst case, we get rid of this 8-9 and we just go into a Pinfu or something with this pair of Souths. 1 South has been played, which is critical now. So we could try and get rid of that as well. Sure. So we'll take any chance of the 7-8-9 Sanshouku from Prospero because we need that. We have given up our pair, which is the only slight downside of what we're doing. That gives us that gives it back in an odd resort away. But unless we were specifically drawing the 7, we couldn't go into Pinfu. But 2 Dora. Well, Dora and Pinfu would be fine here. Reach only with 1 Dora. Waiting on a 7. Prospero would have to attack regardless. He's already played a 4 and he's played quite a lot of Manzu tiles. Yeah, we're going to go for it. Well, someone's thinking. Decides not to do it. I'm wondering Legis was just using up some thinking time as well there. Because Legis might want to attack here. Because obviously if my hand is Mangan or better, going into a dealer turn, that could put me on top. So this Legis isn't at a point where they can just passively ignore this. Prospero, however, would be finished if this is Patsu and I get something. So, okay. I'm going to bet that's a better weight. An extra 1,000 on the board, and that makes my reach now far riskier. To the extent that if Prospero plays it, I might just have to pass and just take a sumo. Actually, no, I'd take second. No, I'd be second with that. No, we're fine with that. If I was staying in third, I might consider not taking it, but since I'm going to finish second if I take the win, we'll take it. Well then. we given Prospero a huge hand, haven't we? We have. Yep, told you it was better. That gets him his Mongan. That actually trades our positions, doesn't it? It does. We're in last. Great stuff. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw the 9. I've got a deal turn coming up. I've got a deal turn coming up. We can get something better. 2 Dora. South. If I had 10, that was on mono, but that was not happening on 9. I'm not taking a 5% chance of that when I need a hand to actually retake third. So, oh, and Piffles is already off to the races with that. Mind you, our hand's quite quick as well. 1 to go. I'd love to draw a pair just to swap that round, but I think it's a triple call. He played an early 8, 2 5s. I don't think he wants a 7. I can't really play a 5 into that, can I? Oh, that's awkward. Alright. Happy Dora. Well, the goodness is I'm no longer in last place. Bad news is that's a real big climb I've got to make to get up to third now, up to second. Still. That's fine. We can take this. Alright. This is a terrible starting hand. Let's go. Keep winning and we can keep playing. Alright, 2 triplets complete. Honitsu then. If we can get anything out of this. Yeah, Legia's not interested. Just get the quick win. Let's try and steal it. It's only 1,000 points difference, so we'll attack anything while that remains the case. I have no way to put any pressure on that decision, so... Alright, let's see. Red's gone, North's gone, West doesn't do anything for us either. I've already tossed East because one was played. Alright, let's move back to Honitsu then. We've got the pair of whites. That gives us a bit more feasibility with this. Allows us to put some pressure on if a white dragon gets played. Downside is if Legis is on any kind of quick Honitsu hand, this is just going to dual Dora. Maybe we don't do that then. Change of plans. White Dragon Dora 2 is fine. Ishanten. Okay, Piffle's just going for a quick attack because, again, Piffle's only needs 1,200 points, so if they got 2 Han, which is basically any hand plus 1 Dora, would do enough for them. That might be greed, but we'll see if we can make something of that. If we get the chance to call the 5, we're taking it. Round of it. So for a 10 approaching, unless we get an 8 or a 5 of Prospero. Okay, that'll do that. So Piffles a door free. Didn't need that many, but that's enough to give Piffles a win. GG. So, one loss due to overplaying, I think, in my opinion. Let's just go quickly into this for a moment. Let's just go back to here. So, where was my big end deal in there? So this is the hand here where basically, let's have a quick look at where we were with this. So 10-9, and then that reach. So 10-9. So my decisions here are either stay in the Sanch queue, which didn't feel like a great play here. I mean, I had a Mungan to catch up. Mungan plus a bit, going into a dealer turn. This felt like it was reasonable enough that I could take it, even on just a 7. I was hoping to push Legius out of the game, which I believe I did based on the discards afterwards. They're already kind of a way away from it in any case. Piffles did have one of my winners. I think actually goes Ishanten with that discard, so still technically in the hand. Just playing a safety target to get around it. And then, yeah, just moving into the edge. The edge weight there. I mean, honestly, I don't think that's a better weight than what I was doing. I was expecting it to be better, and it certainly was more valuable, if nothing else. But it was a safe tile you could reach with as well, so yeah, I've got no complaints there. Just unfortunate with the way that happens, and that is why I lost 12,000 at the end. Did I deal into anything else? Just trying to do a little analyzation. No, that's the only hand I dealt into when I was reached for it. But that is the risk of reach. Okay. So the other 4 are ready for a game. I'm just going to check the progress of the other one before I start that off, because I might want to swap the tables around. So give me a little bit of patience. I just want to see where we are with this. If not, I'll start the other game as is. They're in East 2, so we're going to start that game off. Alright, good luck to you all. Oh, you haven't gone in. Mono. Alright, so this is Piffles, Legius, Prospero, and Mono. Your game starts now. Good luck all. Alright, so we're going to follow Chiral, because why wouldn't we follow Chiral? So Chiral is up against the Reach, and just at the end of East 2, has already dealt into something, or was... No. He was dealer on a Mungan from Thursday. No, he's dealer. Yeah. He must have dealt in then. Unless I'm missing the points this situation a little bit. So there's a deal in and a win, I guess, somewhere. Or a win and a deal in. Oh, it's fine. The history is there. Chira's not far off. It's just whether he thinks that 8 so is worth risking at this stage, and he decides to fold out and play safe against the Reach, which makes sense. That means he's going to lose his dealer turn. Repeating 8 wouldn't really have done a lot for him, I gotta be honest, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, I've got an issue with apparently a refund that didn't work through. Okay, we'll check that later. Okay, so pair of west, east, south. What has Cairo got then? Not a great opener in all honesty, and kind of needs to build up a little momentum. I mean, he's not that far behind really. 10,000 points is not a lot in East 3, but he has lost his dealer turn. And unfortunately his Dora Dragon 1 has been played, so it's unlikely that he's going to get that off. So I have to hold on for it to turn 2, which is fair. He's got other things, he can get rid of that for safely later, I suppose. Meanwhile, Thursday's hand looks pretty good up top. Lily has got a bit of work to do. Could be an okay one. And Snow Leopard, who has got a bit of a slowish hand, but if he gets that together, that's going to be valuable. But yeah, Thursday definitely the big threat right this moment, based on initial things. So we shall see how that goes. Actually, I'm going to quickly try and solve that because that is a thing. Bear with. He's just Tenpai. So Thursday's just hit Tenpai there. Here is Dharma, currently waiting on a 3-6. Finally confusing tiles. What do you mean finally confusing tiles? They've always been confusing. They can't have just become confusing to you in the time it's taken to this to start off. Scar's still holding on to that Dora Dragon at the moment. I mean, he knows it's now safe because one's just been played there. There's the Riichi. Oh, maybe it's not safe anymore. Maybe it's not safe anymore. It should be. 2 of them played. In fact, he can see it's safe. There you go. Perfectly fine. So let's reach Tanyo and potentially Ipeko. Also Pinfu, so that's a reasonably good hand. Do I know all the combinations? In a mundane way, yes. If you're asking me to write them out, I'm not going to do it. What's worse is, I know all of the Yaku in both Japanese and English terminology, so I can certainly explain to you what they all are. You are insane. No, I am learned. I think we got that one. No, indeed. I mean, in general, there's only a few that tend to crop up every now and then that you need to know about all the time, so... What? No, Yakuza is a beat-em-up game which happens to have a Mahjong game in it, but as I've always described it, it's a Mahjong game that happens to have a beat-em-up minigame that takes up most of the space on the disc. Sorry, I've not been paying attention because I'm trying to sort out a thing here. Alright, so we'll try that again. So Thursday, no deal in, just gets the abortive draw, which is absolutely fine for him. Gets him into the lead, gets him above the 30k threshold, and moves the dealership into him. Okay. You never see a Sancho Kodoko. It's almost mythic in the amount of times that nobody has ever seen that. Okay, I should now be able to concentrate on the game. There you go. I was having to sort out a PayPal refund, so huzzah. Lots of fun. Alright, so Lily on the attack, post-dealer turn, has a triplet selves, which seems an odd call initially, but I suppose it's a chance here, which might be what she's looking at. And if nothing else, it's a threat on the board. I mean, generally speaking, if you're learning, you can get away with just half flush, full flush, Tanyo, Pinfu, double run, and reach. And in the main, that covers a lot of games. Oh, and of course, Dragon Yaku, I guess. Bonus Yaku. So, let's see if Lily can do it. So, Lily is hard committed to that outside hand, Chanter. Let's see how it works. Fortunately, she's going to keep drawing middle tiles. And I suppose from her initial 5 discards, it's fairly obvious what it's going for. Have many dragons or have many wins? Absolutely. Oh, is Gara going to play 1 pin against that? Plays a 9 instead. Because the 1 is obviously more useful for what he's doing, of course it is. Alright, Thursday up top looks to have another monster hand building up. Snow Leopard has multiple pairs, but not quite close enough to get anywhere with that at the moment. Live East from Lily, drawn there, which could be useful. Could get pairs out of that. So it's relying on 8s and 2s right now. And the longer this goes on, the more risky it's going to be for Lily to continue this plan of attack. Chanter is not an easy hand to get. Even though it's exactly the same value as a Tanyo or inside hand. Okay, so that is a reach from Thursday, waiting on a 3-pin. Lily going to attack into this? She might want to, but... It's one of the tasks she needs, but she's quite a way away from Tempai, even if she does this. Well, 2. Yeah, so she still needs at least 1 more call. Because ultimately the game is not about how well you build the hand, it's usually about how fast you can build the hand. Toy, concealed, I guess. Mono complained at me earlier for not going through it at 9. Or, well, Rav, he didn't complain. He said ... okay, because I decided 9 wasn't worth it from last place. Which is true. If you have 9, you have probably around a 5% chance of it paying off. Even at 10, your chances aren't that much better, unfortunately. Ooh, that's a nice thing to see in Kyrill's hand. That being said, Snow Leopard also has a nice starting hand there. Double Yakuhai pairs. So that's where the speed is between these two. Also Thursday with single honor tiles of both of them. We'll see how long he holds on to those, so whether he decides to just keep them. Probably keeps the East now, unfortunately. But I mean, the rest of Kyrill's hand's quite quick as well. This is a good calling hand for Kyrill if he can manage something. Lily has... Lily's hand looks okay. At least he's not going for Chanter this time. Just needs that 7-man really, and then I think the rest of it should be more or less there. Mono, why are you dodging bullets? You don't need to. You just have to accept the bullet isn't there, pile on, and win anyway. Well, that is Kyrill's Mangan, if he wants it. He does. So that is Ton and Freedora. So that is a Mungan hand. 8,000 points minimum at this stage for Chiral. Well, yeah, then you just don't. Or you find a way to win with them. Although, admittingly, I would say finding a way to win with singles of both would be a bit tricky. Kokoshi is pretty much the only way. But you like going for Kokoshi, so you could make that work. The amount of emoticons on display is slightly triggering me in this game. I'm not a fan of them, I've got to be honest. Alright, reasonable draw from Lily. Still needs that 7, but I suppose she has time to get rid of the 8-9. It's just now she's got to be wary of Chiral's call, because Chiral might not be that far from Tenpai. Hello, wife. Alright, 7 man from Chiral. That's exactly what Lily wants. And that's why he's not playing it. Meanwhile, Snowleopard had the initial Dragon Call, but he's still Shanten at the moment. One more required. Thursday also Shanten. And yeah, Chiral, despite having all the value on all the revealed value, seems to be the furthest from Tenpai right now. But it's all about getting that last one. And that is the last one. Nope. Achieve the 1, 2, 3. Can't get rid of a 2. So I think that's a little bit of a bluff. So he hasn't actually progressed his hand a little further there, but obviously that's now going to encourage the other 2 players to fold. Didn't encourage Chiral to fold, though. And he's still Shanten. No, he's only got to Shanten with that call. Lily now has pairs of 8s and 9s, gets rid of the 8s. Drawing the 7 means Thursday technically can reach here. It'll be a pair weight on either 3, 6, or 7, so. There we go. So, yeah, you bluff, I bluff, I attack. Let's see. Chiral plays the 9 pin. Lily can play the green dragon without problems, but plays the 8 first. Probably not from here, no. But he's Shanten, so he's now just trying to dodge rather than necessarily fold. Thankfully, the 6 is a definite safe tile. Freezes Suji to that safe tile. He'll only fold when his hand becomes impossible or the situation becomes untenable, but he knows where all the Dora are. He has all 4 of them, so. Is Lily? Yeah, as I say, Lily just hit Tenpai as well, so that's a 1-4. 1-4 from there. Yep, there we go. So plays that now in single weight on the 7. Oh, and snipes it. Unfortunately, I said it was a guaranteed. I said it was a Mungan minimum. Technically, no, but basically it is. Just because so much of the hand was open at that stage. Oh, well, that evens the game up a little bit. Brings Chiral back into the match. He's in second place, 6,000 points down on the lead as we enter the South 1. So Lily's hand is unfortunately not great. Thursday's hand is generally okay. And Snowleopard's hand, while it doesn't look as impressive as his last one, is still quite good. So I think Snowleopard's got the first initial hand here, and it's just how progression goes from this. Alright, Snowleopard with the dealer turn is just going to go quick attack and try and get a repeat with some Dora. Good draw from Chiral. Hello, Rise. Also, hello again, wife. Let's just see how things are progressing here. So the other game's still there as well. There's no addition. There's basically 9 people of Rise is available right now to play. Or 10, including myself. But I mean, if we could get a third game firing, I'd be happy with that. But I'm not expecting it. We'll just shuffle the tables around when we get to the next stage. Hopefully, both games will end reasonably around the same time. Okay, so Chiral developing nicely here. I should probably start following the rest of the table once it gets around to his dealer turn again. I'll do my usual thing of following the dealer. So, Thursday up top has 2 Dora and a very nice Tanyo shape. Lily has a potential Ipeiko of her own, is 2 away from Tenpai. Chiral deciding against the possible Itsu, which is probably the correct move. That is to say, ignoring it is the correct move. Possible Itsu, as we know, is always the correct move, except when I do it. So Chiral now with the ability to pawn does so. So this is to try and steal the dealership. So Tenpai waiting on the Tuso. Meanwhile, Thursday has just got himself Ipeiko, double Dora, and also Tenpai. So waiting on the 5-so. So Incidental Tenpai is good. Also in Incidental Tenpai is Snow Leopard on the 7-pin. And that is the deal in. So Chiral picks up the quick dragon only. 1,000 points, but also, more importantly, the dealership. Okay, from here on out, we're following the dealer. So, this is a good dealer starting hand. If you compare it with either of those two Yakuhai quickly, could be off to the races here. Thursday has an interesting start. We'll see how that develops. Lily, though, looks to probably have the best start of anybody. 3 sets already completed. She's Tenpai. Turn 2 reach on the 8-so. I've seen worse things. Decides to just go Dama for now. She can't win. Oh, is she waiting for Sanchiku? Oh, she might be thinking Sanchiku here, because obviously if she can get the 6, that gives her Pintu and Sanchiku, which is a massive upgrade over just taking the reach as is. Well, we'll see. And she summons, which is fine. Fine for her. She steals the dealership back. Sumanomi, trash hand. But I get the logic of not reaching with that, because if you can get a 6, then you've just bumped the hand up by several orders of magnitude from Pinfu, from just, you know, from just Sumo to reach only to reach Pinfu and Sanchiku potentially. But a quick hand means us into Lily's turn, and we said we're going to follow the dealer, so we are going to follow the dealer. So, Lily, unfortunately the hand is a little awkward. Might be moving... I mean, it looks initially like a mess destined to never get to Chanter. But we'll see if she can fill in some of the middle tiles. Then we'll see. Dealer turn, last place, 1,500 behind the leader at the moment. So, Mangan Sumo would be enough to overhaul. So it's still very much anybody's game at this point. So now, which of the 1, 3, 7, 9s is you going to get rid of? So let's hold off and just stick with a 6-8 for the time being. Sure, it is 1 pair, so she doesn't need 2, I guess. I'm wondering if even the 8 would have been better in that position. I don't know, though. Meanwhile, Thursday has a possible Itsu brewing. We'll see if that develops. Snow Leopard's hand looks kind of ridiculous up top. And Chiral has a couple to go, but does have Dora and... Dora, 2 runs. Yeah, so Chiral's actually Ishanten with that as well. Well, we'll see who can complete first. Unfortunately, it's not looking like Lily. Yep, there we go. So Chiral reaching is now on a 2-5 weight. Thursday has hit Itsu, waiting on the 5-so. So double Ron potentially coming up here. That being said, the 5 and 2 both look now frozen out. There's a single 5 left and a single 2 left that are in the wall for Chiral to draw. Oh, and this game is currently over, so something... Yeah, to be fair, we're in South Free, so it's not too unusual for this game to be over. Please, no spoilers in the chat while this game is going on, because I'm genuinely interested in the result. Counter Reach then, waiting on the 5-so. So Reach, Itsu, 5-so, single weight. That is an improvement for Lily putting out Ishanten with a couple of options. Oh dear. Well, she dodges that. But that means there's only a 2-so left in the wall for Chiral to draw. Can? No, that's it, unless you want to play it. I don't think carning's happening here, but I think it might just then be a case of folding into something else. Nope, there's the deal in. So Reach with Fedora and 3900 going to Chiral. So, final hand then, Chiral with a minor lead going into the last hand. I mean, I suppose it should be me, but I don't think that's necessarily a great idea. Also, Thursday with double Yaku High and a very good hand for just getting that last 1,000 points. Yeah, this has been an exciting game in all honesty. We were obviously sporting Lily while we were behind her in all honesty, and we kind of still are. But I feel that it's not likely now. So currently we have Chiral, Zell, Lily currently queued up. I will queue up as well once I see the end of this game. And then we'll work out who actually wants to be in the games and what is happening. No, it's fair. She had a Mungan comeback potentially. So, you know, Mungan would have done it. Meantime, Thursday is developing towards that Honitsu. Already has the Yaku he needs, and there's the second one he needs. Well, not that he does. So that is Ishanten still. Chiral showing 2 Dora and 2 away, I think. So from Lily's perspective, she needs 3,100 points to get to 3rd. So Reach and Dragon or incorporating a couple of 9s, which doesn't lean massively doable based on the hand. Could have a 3-4-5 Sanchiku, I suppose, although admittedly that needs a bit more work here. Well, that's Tempai winning on the 6th set. I'm sorry, winning on the 8th, so. Oh. Yeah, which is fair. Is anyone else doing anything of note? Snow Leopard's still a bit way behind. Yeah, Carol's still a couple back and seems to be out of this one for the moment. And there's Video then. Dealer Mungan to end the game, and Thursday takes a win. Alright, we're going to click through this, and then I'm going to lose even more points today. Let's go. View, enter, under. So currently, queuing up, I have Carol, Zell, Lily, and myself. Random seating already. We shall begin then. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, dealing into anybody at that point would have put you down to 3rd. Actually, no, it wouldn't. They weren't that close. Hello, sir. How are we doing? Oh, I could do with some luck here, but we'll see how this goes. All right, so starting south. Hand is not the best. But any even dot tiles improve it for us, so there is that. Alright, Lily with the initial dragon. Ton followed by Ton for Chiral. North isn't doing anything for us at the moment, but is for Zell. Who seems to be on the hard force Honitsu at the moment, which is perfectly fine by us. Misclick for flow, indeed. So there's really no difference between us getting rid of the 1-2 and the 9-7 here, the 7-9, except the 7's possibly more useful. Who's an East one anyway? Nah, nobody. Nobody I know. Alright, so we have a possible clash of Honitsus going on here. They are middle Manzu, and we'll see what we can do with this. So we've got the south pair just as the last south has gone, so we're going to get one more shot at that. Pair of the 4s. We potentially, I mean, 2 away at this point, really. Full set of Wests coming at us. Okay. Alright. Hopefully he gets back soon, sir. Okay, well, our draws have been interesting. I was about to say, 5 pinning against the Honitsu seems bad. Alright, so we now know what the Honitsus are on the board. Good to know. So we're playing Sozi for the rest of the night then, I think. Just keeping half an eye on what Kairo's up to. Bit of a shame, but we're up against 4 calls now, so in the third row, no real... There's nothing we can really do to attack this. We can play the free pin because it's safe against both, but that's it. Okay, and Lily pulls off Sumo. Actually wasn't, it was just a Chun only. So 1100 trash hand to start things off. But there were definitely some half flushes being at least bluffed on both sides of the table there. Alright, let's see what we can do here. This is looking okay, actually. Start with North. I think this is good enough that we can go for this if we get the early white, but... Third turn, Dora discard from Cairo is interesting. Oh dear. Oh, we need to shut that down straight away. Or straight away as we can anyway. So we're still 2 from 10 from anything at this point. Draw something here, hopefully a 7 pin, and get rid of a 4 to establish our pair. See what happens. But yeah, Tanya attack Dora free. Potentially scary start. It's our dealer turn though, so we need to try and finish this off if we can, or at least not give away multiple points. Alright, 1 to go. So 8 pin for White Dragon Dora. Okay, we hit that as well, so that's fine overall for us. Position hasn't really changed that much. We're still overall second on priority. Points are still even. We'll take that. Could have been worse with a Dora free hand against us. We're absolutely going to take that on turn 1. We have 2 Dora here. So we'll see if we can force some power again. Or at least force a quick game. It's fine, it's just I'm giving away all the dragons here. All the dragons must be gone. Although now that's 4 calls. So you're kind of keeping this as an option here, because if you draw the 7, that does free up a lot of space for us, but we're still 2 away regardless of how this goes. Just thinking about that one a little bit. It's still fine. It's early enough that if Cairo were to make a call of it, it doesn't make our situation much worse. That potentially does. So we're banking on their early discard being relevant, at least in terms of what their hand isn't. So cut the 8, cut the 9, and hope. 9 isn't a great discard here, though. This is entirely what we want to do, just pressure Tyrell's deal turn. Oh dear. He's up against 6 goals. Might still win, you never know. Not impossible. It's been safe to Zell. 6 to say is safe to Zell, rather. Four pin's also safe to him because he played one. Middle 6 or middle 7 coming out now seems unlikely. And the more this game goes on, the more I'm worried about my 9-man discard for Tenpai here. Yeah. I was getting more and more concerned about that, but I had to take it. We're in an aggressive mood at the moment, and I probably shouldn't be. Still. We're here to have fun and debate things. So unless we draw it, we're doing a turn 3 East discard. So 3 gives us a Tenpai at that point. Either 3 does, actually. Gonna Dharma it for turn. Main concern here is we're going to reach on turn 5, but we're going to give it a turn and just see if we can change things up. Sensei reach. On 2-man, we'll just see. No Patsu. So reach on a 3-pin, not really a great reach in all honesty in terms of things, but we'll see if it pays off. We're just hoping to draw it ultimately, and scare some people off the pot. Certainly Chiral. Okay, looks like the other game has ended. I will... Obviously, Mono said he was out for a bit, so I'll keep an eye on that. If we do get 4, I will start another game off, though. Now, Lily's gone attacking this. She is dealer, of course. Oh, I'm just got to keep taking my chances and get that free pin eventually. Cairo, why? Stop helping Lily. You're making my reach worse. Yeah, so Tanya is completely off the table in terms of... oh, good God. I wonder if I'm Cairo for that one. But it's 1,050. It's 1,500 points. I entirely blame Cairo on that 2,500 loss. Maybe that was the plan. Maybe just feed Lily until eventually I lose. Oh boy. That's fine. Alright, a little bit of an awkward start. But, you know, we'll see what we can do with it. Let's go 8-pin to start with. We'll probably keep all 3 of these and just hope that we can somehow trigger something. We can obviously call East. Might have to. Please, no information about my hand that is specific to my hand, please. I know. That wasn't really an accusation. It's more just sort of a frame of referencing here, because if it started to happen, I have no doubt the chat would get a little more excited about that kind of thing. Oh, hello. So I think we're going for a Dora wait here. But we'll see. Oh boy, that sounds fun. Only the rest. Fair enough. So I keep half an eye on it, but it looks as if we only have 2 other people currently interested in things at the moment. I'm not liking these attacks. I am not liking these attacks in the slightest. What do I even have against this? I can play the 8, that's probably safe against Lily. I can play that, which isn't really going to work for me anyway. Or I could go on the big attack. But I'm in last place. I can't afford a big attack. What do I even have here? I can still go for this, but it would be so bad. He's definitely waiting on this 3-6. He was waiting on the 3-6 as it happened. Just the other 3-6. Michinomi, I didn't have a real choice in that. Game moves on. Keep myself in range. And hey, there was probably a bigger hand out there we could have dealt into. Yes, please stop handing mono points like they're candy. I'm fairly certain I have a rule against that. So we have multiple pairs, but not a lot actually working for us at the moment. East does nothing. Nine so, Jun Chan. Jun Chan only, but I'd probably take it right now just to come dealer and try and stop the flow a little bit. Ultimately, the onus is on us to attack this. I wouldn't showboat for that long. You know I wouldn't showboat for that long. Fair. Alright, dealer turn, come back then. South 2, pair of Wests, Dora, Dora, Dora. Okay, one Dora anyway. Wish it was Dora 3 because that would make this a much better hand to go for. Alright, we're not taking that, unfortunately. What can we do to win this? Because unfortunately, we need to. Well, he's already starting to purge her Sozus. We're getting rid of a 7 now just to try and head that off a little bit. Honitsu is possible, but not likely. Or at least we're going to get to other things before we get to that Honitsu. Yeah, so I think this is it now. Gonna have to think about it. And thought process is over. White Dragon. So 2 away. Again, please don't give out specifics about what my hand may or may not be. Chat is live. They are allowed to observe the chat. It's fine. I mean, to be fair, given my discards, that's all I can be on, so... Which is why I'm hopefully not going to be. That being said, I'm not sure I'm going to have the time to mess around with this. If we get opportunities to call these, I'm going to have to take them, especially to the middle two. At this point, being in tempo might be important enough, but we'll see. Okay. So what we're now hoping for is to just get into tempi on this green dragon. Or that Lily is at least going to join us in the lower orders. Now we'll see. Alright, so I have one hand left. Actually, do I have? No, I have two hands left. No dealer turns remaining. And unfortunately, not a lot of chances to get 18,000 back. Well, yeah, we need things to go. We need things to go well for us here. Otherwise, they're just gonna get a mediocre, reasonable hand. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not saying that, but I need actually a hand to finish off. I need these to be Dora, ideally, and I guess we can still calm them. So, high end of what we could possibly get out of this is maybe a 3-4-5 Sanchiku, 4-5-6 Sanchiku. Tanyo, Pinfu. See what happens. Khan, Tanyo. Hope for 4 Dora. Always a nice trick there. But more importantly, just getting 4,200 points off of Lily at this stage is the priority. Get ourselves into third. So, 3 away from whatever it is we end up doing. Good draw. Alright, so that's helping us on towards the potential Sanchiku side of things. Draw 3, draw 4, and then... Well, that's easier for Karning, but it's not easier for getting to Sanchiku. Well, let's draw that 4-man first, and we'll see if we can work something out from there. Friso, 4-man, 5 dots. Yeah, so that's Riichi waiting on the free, so... Gonna go Dharma here. We haven't given any tempo indicators, and there's still a chance we could Khan into something. But... drawing a 5 here would be amazing. Could take the Ron. What does that give us? That gives us... yeah, we're going to hold off a turn. Going to deliberately hold off another turn because obviously that free was a deal in. We'll take that free if it comes from... not ideal, not enough, but... could have gone after that, but I wanted to wait one more turn. I couldn't, however, deny a 2 because that was going to be my entire backup plan, but I don't even know that's good for us. Probably wasn't. We just helped Cairo out, a big deal there. Cairo owes us. In the meantime, what the hell is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 1600 points. I don't know why I'm forcing this bit part of it. I guess. I don't think they're going to go for that high value hand though. But I think with 2 of the frees gone, I didn't have a lot of options for just not doing this, so... Alright, here's the crunch point. Do we want to go for this or do we want to be stupid? We're going to be stupid. In spirit of our fallen comrade Mono, we're going to go for this stupidness. South's out. Okay, there we go. Need any more help? I got a little more. Door free. So that forces a Mungan if it's a sumo. So that is at least 1 plus point of what we did there stupidly. Oh well, we're playing recklessly and we know it. It's fine. Of course. Well, no, actually, we shouldn't have played the 1 save because we know the 1 save is probably going to be safe from that discard, so. Nice. Well, here we go. Chanta Honitsu. Nonsense. If anyone ever plays any more honor tiles. We don't even need the hand to be this high in all honesty. I should have hit the 4 and just played the West instead. Probably would have been better. Would have been better. Oh, no, there's no justification for keeping the West on that versus that 4. None. Greed and value, that's the only reasons. Well, we have a Honitsu Chanta Dragon open hand, but it's enough that we'll take 3rd. if a 9 is played. Or a 6 is played, of course. Still. Yeah, we had our option there. We knew that was going to happen. No option but to go for it, though. We needed 1,000 points. Well, thanks for the games. I am probably going to call that a stream for the time being. I will set the queue to auto just in case people want to continue. But I am done for the time being. Thanks for the games as always, and I will catch you all next week for some more embarrassing losses. So, until the next time, people. Catch you later.